This is gonna be his.
This is my hands. This is my hands.
No,
is this a TikTok thing right now? I think it needs to be a TikTok thing.
You can make it a TikTok thing.
Welcome back to Cooking with the Kriks. Serge Krikorian. Okay, now we're really back, and we cooked this today for our culture club. It was the first time I introduced it to the team, and they loved it. So
Sure
I
did.
see this as a possible contender on a menu somewhere.
Absolutely.
Well, Leah here, she is not a very professional cook, so she wanted something easy for her husband to make. So we're going to go ahead and do something really simple, but it has a lot of flavors, different Mediterranean flavors. I know you like those real good flavors,
I
so
do.
we're going to start right now.
I do.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
I got 4 pounds of brisket, and as you can see, it's got a nice fat cap on there. And you really want you want that fat to render in the recipe, so that's why I picked a little bit fatty, but it's
Okay.
really lean in the middle. So when you finish, you can take that fat cap off if you want to, and then serve it that way,
Awesome.
or you can actually leave it on there and let that guest do it for themselves.
Perfect.
We're going to start with this spice.
Okay.
You know, Mediterranean food has a lot of spices, a lot of aromatic spices. Let's start with the salt. That's sea salt, by the way, Mediterranean sea salt.
Nice.
I got some smoky paprika. Okay,
Okay.
that gives it a little bit of smoky flavor. I got coriander. It is a ground coriander. You can actually use ground. You can use seeds if you want to, but to simplify it, ground coriander is really easy to do. Then I got some clove. And it is, again, ground clove. I added a little bit of nutmeg right here.
Okay.
And guess what? I'm missing a spice, which I'm going to have to go get. A little bit of black pepper. And we're supposed to have some cardamom in here. I don't know what I did with it, but it is not here, folks, but I will come right back. All right, we're back, and we got a little bit of cardamom in our hand.
Okay.
And Leah, I want you to know, this comes from a pod, and you ground it, and it's really aromatic. I want you to just take a smell to see what it smells like. Be careful.
Ooh, that smells really good.
That really is a great flavor. It really
awesome.
adds a little different dimension to it. And we're going to stir this up right quickly.
Okay.
And Leah, if you would help me put this up here.
I'm gonna move this
And
here.
I know you have an aversion to
I don't like touching
And that's why I got
that
this right
much.
there. Go ahead and start spreading it on there.
Just
liberally.
how?
Yeah, just
Okay.
keep going. And I'm going
We're
to
just
turn things
sprinkling.
around.
We're
Yeah, you got to
sprinkling.
sprinkle it. And what I do
Sprinkling.
is I
I
sprinkle
got
it
your
in the
hand.
pan that I'm actually going to braise it in. And the reason being because all these spices you want it in there,
Okay.
and not only it's going to make your house smell amazing or your kitchen amazing, but it's also going to keep that the sauce itself, the rich sauce that you'll end up with, have all these deep flavors in there.
Excellent.
All right, you're doing a great. See, Leah, I knew you had it in you. I know. You know what would James do when he sees this?
He'll expect me to cook more.
And you know what?
Yay.
Hey, James, this one's for you, bud.
Leave it to the experts, is what I like to say. That looks
All right,
awesome.
we got it. We got it all done. And next thing I'm going to do, add a little bit of two bay leaves. And you
Okay,
can see,
you just put that in
folks,
there.
I put it in there.
Set them in the pan.
About 8 or 9, 10, 11 garlic, whatever
Yes.
you like. In my case, in my family,
All of the garlic.
all of that will do. We want as much garlic as possible. Put the
For
onions
sure.
down here.
Okay.
And right between, and try to, it doesn't have to be underneath, but it will be good.
Okay.
And all you have to do now, this is the simplicity of it. Put a little bit of half filled with water. You're not even though you're braising it, you don't have to sear the meat or anything. That's how simple I
Okay.
made it just for you, Leah.
Okay, I can actually handle that.
Yeah, hey,
I'm not gonna
there
lie.
you go.
I
It's
can
half
do
filled.
this.
You can do this.
I can
yes.
do this.
And then we'll go back and
Okay, cover
cover
it.
it in a foil.
Okay,
350. You can do this 2 different ways.
Okay.
Now you can obviously put this in the oven for about 3.5 hours for 350 degrees.
Okay.
And all you have to do is just see. It's got to be fork tender when you get it. Just all you got to do is just try it.
Okay.
If it needs a little bit more, put it in there. But generally 3.5 hours is perfect. Or start in the morning, put all these ingredients in the crock pot, and come back in the evening. You are an amazing chef.
We'll see about that, won't we?
Yes, we will.
So when we were putting all the spices together, you mentioned Mediterranean.
Yes.
What exactly does that mean?
Well,
What is that?
it's a sea. But if you're talking about Mediterranean cuisine,
Yes.
you know, you got different kinds of flavors. Okay, you got Eastern
Yes.
Mediterranean, which
Okay.
is what we kind of did.
Okay.
You know, the Lebanese, Turkish, Israeli kind of
we-
flavors.
we
but
love.
also, we absolutely love them. We have them at our.
Yes.
You've been at our in our
All the time.
yeah. By the way, for everybody that doesn't know, Leah is my niece, and I do claim her, and I actually like her
Sometimes.
most of the time.
Sometimes he claims me.
But going back to what we're talking about, it adds, you know, Mediterranean's all about different condiments in their food. Okay,
That makes
You
sense.
can see when you're getting a dish, they'll bring a lemon with it just for the last second. You add that little piece of lemon in there, and just gives it that pop of freshness. And
makes
what I
sense.
did, this is for our dish, which we're not sure. We're going to call it Mediterranean brisket or something, whatever it may be. But the bottom
It
line
might
is,
be different by the time it makes it to the menu, so
But-
don't hold us to that yet.
Yeah, not yet.
We'll see.
So we're going to start with this. This is kind of an aioli. It's
Okay.
a lot of fresh garlic, lots. When I
Yum.
say, and we add a little bit of lemon juice. All we did, a
Okay.
little bit of lemon juice. We added a little bit of salt and some olive oil, fresh, extra virgin olive oil. It usually comes in a can.
Okay.
And pistachio, what I do, it really is a great condiment to finish things off with. It's got a little bit of fruitiness, and it's also
Okay.
very crunchy to the bite, and adds a just really great bite to it.
I wasn't
And
expecting
last but not
pistachios.
least, and you've always wondered what this was, but this is sumac onions.
That sounds dangerously scary to me.
Well, it's not the poison ivy
Okay.
type sumac. This
Okay.
is a little shrub that grows around the Mediterranean. It is actually a
This
berry.
thing.
And sumac, what sumac does, it gives it that little bit lemony flavor.
Okay.
Citrusy flavor. So all I do, and this is what we're going to do right here, just to add to our repertoire, a little bit of olive oil.
That's easy.
This is fresh squeezed lemon juice.
That's easy.
I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
And guess what? Non-poisonous sumac.
Non-poisonous.
Berry sumac. And I guess it's got and you put quite a bit in here, okay?
That's where it gets the color from.
It does, and what you do at this point, I don't have anything to mix it with. I usually put a lid on this and just stir it up.
Okay.
And all you have to do is let it wilt for about 15 minutes and it's ready.
Oh,
Now, the longer it
that's not long
stays,
at
the more
all.
it would. But if you want that crunchy, you do it right before dinner. But if you want it a little bit wilted, you do it about an hour in advance, and you
Okay.
can see it already. It's kind of getting really, but it still gives it a great flavor. Go for it.
That's super good.
We're going to have it in a few minutes. I think
That's super good.
the oven's roasting the braising, not
Oh, I
roasting,
can't
the
wait.
braising it, and I can already smell it. So we're going to bring it out. We're going to go ahead and see what we've done with it, and
Perfect. Make sure
enjoy
I
a great
didn't ruin
bite.
it, right?
Oh no, I don't think you did.
We'll
I was
see.
watching you. All right, the brisket is done.
I can't wait to
I
see
believe
it.
it's ready to go. And I got some cider rice.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you to plate it. Plate it rustic, a little bit rustic, to make sure it looks a little
Okay.
bit more like you.
Thanks.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're going to get a little fancy right here.
I love
nice
it.
Right there in the middle.
You assume I have a scoop at my house.
You know what?
But
You can borrow this one of these
that's
days.
fair.
I don't have
but
a problem with that. With
I'll
that.
just take one home and forget to bring it back.
That's okay too. All right, we got this.
Oh,
you can
my
see
goodness.
the steam. You can smell all those aromatics. Generally,
it's so good.
Yeah. And let's
Look
see
at
if
that.
it shreds. Of course, I didn't want to use this. We'll use that instead. Yeah, look at it. It's shredding.
Oh, that's perfect.
So easily. You got it shredding right
Okay,
here.
that looks
So
fantastic.
we're gonna shred it some more,
It smells amazing too.
and get all these nice,
Oh, it's
nice,
beautiful.
delicious. Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Get some here. And
perfect.
we're gonna do our best not to drip. Generally, I have a towel right here to
Yeah, I
help
know.
you do
What do
this, but we don't.
I got you.
All right, here we go. Again, that's why we're going rustic, so that guess what? Any mistakes or anything like that, nobody knows.
It's Except the marketing department's here.
Just
and
add a little bit of the
we'll
onions.
fix it later.
Hand me that towel.
Okay.
Thank you. You can have it back.
Thanks.
Okay, this is the garlic aioli. Remember that, right?
Yes.
I don't know how much. I know if it's your plate, we're going to add a lot.
For sure.
Just add a little bit of garlic aioli.
Okay.
Add a little bit of pistachio right there on top.
Crushed
pistache. That's, yep. And then we're going to go with a little bit of pomegranate molasses. You know, that sweetness will go really, really well.
Okay.
And the squeeze bottle's not working real well with me, so we're going to do it this way.
Of course.
Of course it's not. I promise you there's plenty in there.
There's plenty
but somehow,
in there.
And we can cheat right now. Open it up. Put it on a
There we go.
spoon. You know, if it doesn't work.
You gotta make it work sometimes.
Sometimes it is molasses, so it's going to drizzle.
Oh,
Put it
that's
right there.
fantastic.
And are you ready to try?
Yes, obviously.
There's yours.
Cheers.
Cheers. Go for it.
All right. You
Get a
gotta,
bite of everything.
I'm gonna try to, without getting this
Except
all
my-
over me.
Yep. Oh yeah, that would be nice. See, that could be part of the bloopers.
I mean,
Right.
I might have had to change shirts after lunch because I spilled on me at lunch. So.
Oh yeah. You did spill on yourself, but that's okay.
I sure did. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely phenomenal.
Folks,
And I can actually do this.
you really can. As
So-
a matter of fact, you're going to cheat right, take that one already ready to go, and
You
then
bet.
take it over there, put it in the oven and pretend like you cooked it. James, don't accept that.
I'm gonna do it. But if I can handle this, anybody can make this at home.
I agree.
And it's delicious.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this recipe, be sure to like this video and subscribe so that you see more wonderful recipes from around the world.
Yes, and make sure you hit that bell so you'll be notified when we post new videos. And please feel free to share this with your friends and family on social media.
I'll see you next time.